Today's not a good day. So forgive me. I'm going to try to get through this. And I have to take my glasses off so I can see, if that makes any kind of sense. Like I was saying, my name is Mother2mother, and I am a regional supervisor for Wells Fargo Advisors. And I'm new to St. Louis. I've only been here about 6 years, but I definitely know it's something different. But I like it. I'm not going anywhere, I don't think. I will say that. I'm here today because, like these mothers that I have connected with in such a way that I can just hear their stories and I can tell their stories with them not even being in the room. But it's a good feeling to share this stage and this platform with the women that sit behind me. My stepson was shot 10 times by Irvington, New Jersey police officers on November the 11th, 2013. He was unarmed. These police officers remain on active duty. And like most police-involved shootings in that part of New Jersey, his case today sits before the grand jury. And we are expecting a decision on Friday, this Friday. So this is why today is not a good day, because the anticipation of that day is getting harder and harder to bear. But like most of the country, I too watched what unfolded in Ferguson on August the 9th, 2014. And I was discouraged and disappointed, as most people were, about the grand jury's lack of an indictment for Officer Wilson. But I also fear that the officers that killed my stepson will also get away with murder, because at the end of the day, that's what that is. When unarmed Black human beings are murdered for minor infractions, there can be no peace. We can't say that's okay and it's all right. We'll get them next time. We can't do that. We've done that too often and too much. When the killing of unarmed civilians becomes seemingly justified, we're lost as a people. Not just Black people, white people too. Police officers are supposed to de-escalate any given situation. Pulling up, guns drawn, and just blatantly firing off 15 rounds is not okay and is unacceptable. It's not what we pay them to do. Our children are not safe, period. And we live with that burden every day. And I have lived with it for the last 15 months. The dismissive attitude of grand juries make the loss more unbearable every time they come back with a decision not to indict. Every time, it's like killing these kids over and over again. I started coming to Mother2mother, well, as soon as we started having them. And I have been to every last one of them. And like I said earlier, I could tell these women's story, and I do. Most police officer friends that we have, and we have a lot of them, they probably get tired of hearing from us, my husband and I. But it does matter. An officer friend of ours last week approached a young man who in fact did have a gun. And because of these conversations and the work that this panel does and the work that my husband does, he decided not to shoot this young man. And he was able to arrest him. That young man will go to trial, I guess, I don't know. But he decided to take an alternative. He would have been justified. The guy did have a gun, and he told him to stop, take his hands out of his pockets. He told him all of that. And he said he thought about us, and knowing that our work would really be in vain if he would have killed that young man. So it is working, but that's just one police officer, because 2 hours later they did end up shooting someone. All I would ask you to do is for every person in this room to think about the worst thing your child has ever done, and then tell me if you want Darren Wilsons of the world to punish them. Thank you.